Inspired Alpha just brought home this woman from a party. He has no clue how things led to this moment, but his heart is racing because he usually fails when it's time for the main event. He tries to remember a YouTube video he saw, but the pressure is too much, so he reverts to his old nice guy persona, behaving as if it is an honor to have a woman in his house. She does agree to spend the night, but the night is very long for him because he constantly thinks about every move. He has not learned about the 4 things that turn on women. And that was my experience for most of my life. That is up until I discovered these 4 things. Now, of course, we have to get this out of the way first. Thinking that women only get turned on in the bedroom. Come on, do you only get turned on in the bedroom? Once you get this out of your head, you have a clear way of thinking objectively how you can make yourself more attractive and how you can really turn on women wherever you are, whenever you are. Number 1 is your appearance. How do you present yourself to the world? Now, women are visual creatures, and the first thing they see is how you present yourself. Think of this scenario. You look at a piece of cake that is really decorated well, and what do? You start salivating. This is the same thing. If you present yourself nicely to the world, then women will look at you and wonder, I wonder how he tastes. You must get into their mind. You must get into their imagination. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. You might be a business formal guy. You might be a business casual guy. You might be the bad boy type wearing the leather jackets and the whatnots. It doesn't matter. What matters is how your clothes and your body shape and your facial structures and your accessories, all these things that you wear or that you put in place in your body, how do they play along in bringing the best image that you can have? Now, I'm not talking about a perfect image. I'm talking about an image that when a woman looks at you and she's like, I'm curious about that guy. I'm attracted to him because I don't know something. I need to learn more. The way you present yourself is crucial. And that is the first thing a woman sees and gets turned on. Have you ever seen a chick and you get that tingling feeling in your privates? You know that feeling I'm talking about. That is the same thing. Understand the way you present yourself. That is the gateway into actually getting into her mind. Once you get into her mind visually, number 2 is the way you smell. She's curious. Now, when she's curious, women always give off choosing signals, and the best choosing signal is close proximity. Now she has to come around you, near you, a place where she knows you can see her, but she's also doing her FBI investigations. She wants to learn more about you. And the first thing most women that I've talked to, the first thing that they want to know is, how does this guy smell? Does he smell good? Because she's thinking about eating this piece of cake. Now, if it looks good, then it must really smell good. Now she wants to come close to you. So you need to smell very, very, very good, so you can imprint something in her mind. The power of the smell, the sense of smell. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but the sense of smell is so powerful in creating memories. Now, the way you smell, you imprint that signature in her mind. She gets turned on just by thinking, oh, this guy smells so good. I wonder how he smells, when he's on top of me. So simple, guys, so simple. Number 3, now that you've already got into her head and now she's already imagining herself in all these situations, now she's looking at how do you carry yourself. She wants to know, are you a man who is respected? Are you a man who is a leader, takes control, takes charge, goes for what he wants? Because guys, if you go into the bedroom, if you know what you want, that is, you will get so many women to come all over, because you know what you want. So you're not trying to impress anyone. Hey, I'm just cruising life the way I know how best for me. And if you're not cruising life like that, you start pressing the buttons of turning her off. Carry yourself like you own the world, like the world is your playing ground. It is your playing ground. You just have to walk and own yourself. Be comfortable with yourself. She's looking for a guy who looks good, smells good, and doesn't give a fuck. Lastly is, how smooth are you? How do you carry on the conversation? Because at some point she's going to do something that will trigger a conversation. Women choose men. You might think most of the time that men choose women. Well, men pick the women they want to talk to, but women create scenarios that make it easy for the men they are attracted to talk to them. So she'll create one of these scenarios, and when you start talking to her, when you get into this conversation, how smooth are you? Are you the guy who is trying to overthink all these things, or are you the guy who is moving with the flow? You're not trying to impress her, you're not trying too hard, you're not over sexualizing everything. It's just a perfect flow where you're flirting this way, you're flirting that way, you are in this dance. This is the most crucial part, because you see, when you want to make the kill, it has to be on a subconscious level. She knows where everything is headed, but she's not thinking about it consciously. She's just following the flow. So it all depends with the way you guide her, lead her. Guys, it is easy. That way, when you go back to your place now, you're not like inspired alpha, confused and wondering, what should I do? How should I do? It's just a process, from the way you just dress to the way you talk to the way you carry yourself. You're just a guy who is, in flow with everything. It all starts from the way you present yourself, the way you smell, the way you carry yourself around the world, and the way you converse, the way you are smooth. Are you that smooth talker? Are you that smooth talker? Those are the 4 critical things that turn on women universally. If you got value from today's video, like, subscribe, comment your thoughts. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are, what your experiences are, and see you in the next video. Peace out.